Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we are going to demystify a service that's absolutely essential for any business trying to go global, and that's trade advisory. We're going to tackle it by digging into the incredible economic story of Bangladesh.
So let's jump right in with a big question. How on earth did a country, one that was kind of overlooked for a long time, turn itself into one of South Asia's most exciting hubs for trade and business? Well, that's the story we're unpacking today.
Over the last couple of decades, the nation has just built this unbelievable reputation. It's not just a place for manufacturing anymore. No, it's become a critical place for sourcing goods. It has a fast-growing market of its own, and it's a strategic gateway that connects the entire region to the rest of the world.
Okay, so here's our roadmap. We'll start with the boom itself, and then look at the challenges that came with it. After that, we'll get into what trade advisory actually is, see what these advisors do day to day, and wrap up with how a business can find the right partner to help them navigate it all.
All right, first up, the trading boom. So what's really behind this massive economic expansion? I mean, where is all this growth actually coming from? Now, when you think of Bangladesh, your mind probably jumps straight to ready-made garments, right? But its real economic muscle comes from its diversity. We're talking about everything from leather and jute, all the way to pharmaceuticals and even tech services. Having such a broad export base shows you this is a mature economy, and it's what has really turned the country into a global player.
But of course, that kind of explosive growth is never simple. As our source material points out, with all this new opportunity comes a business environment that is way more complex.
So, the huge question for any company looking to get in on the action is, what does it really take to win here? The old way of doing things, relying on a gut feeling or a few contacts, that just doesn't cut it anymore.
To succeed in a market that's moving this fast, you need a whole new set of tools. We're talking structured planning, a deep understanding of the local rules and regulations, and real-time commercial intelligence. And, just as important, you have to have a strong digital presence to even be seen on the world stage.
And this shows you the two sides of that coin perfectly. A local Bangladeshi company might be looking for help to find new places to export to. Meanwhile, a foreign company is trying to figure out the local business culture and find suppliers they can trust. The problems are different, but that need for expert guidance, it's exactly the same.
All of this complexity, it creates a gap. And that's exactly where a specialized service like trade advisory comes in. Think of it as a navigator for businesses trying to chart a course through global commerce.
So what is it really? Well, trade advisory is basically a professional service that pulls together different kinds of help, things like market research, regulatory advice, and connecting you with the right people, and packages it all into a single practical roadmap. Simply put, an advisor's job is to help you make smarter, better-informed trade decisions. I really love this quote from the source material. Trade advisory turns uncertainty into strategy and opportunity into action. That just nails it, doesn't it? It's not just about dodging problems. It's about actively taking a complex situation and turning it into your advantage. And this brings us to a really crucial point. In today's hyper-competitive global market, this kind of expert help has gone from being a nice-to-have luxury to an absolute strategic necessity for any serious business looking to grow.
So, let's get practical. What's actually in a trade advisor's toolkit? What are the real concrete things that they do for a business?
The best way to understand this is to see it as a journey. It all starts with an export readiness assessment, which is basically asking, hey, are you actually ready for this? From there, it moves into figuring out which markets to enter, connecting you with the right partners, vetting suppliers, and then dealing with all that complex paperwork. It's a step-by-step process to take a business from local to global. And these services really fall into a few main buckets. A big piece of it is high-level strategic guidance, but that's balanced with the really hands-on work of finding partners, making sure you're compliant with all the rules, and building that digital presence you need to attract customers from around the world.
Okay, this all sounds pretty essential, right? But if you're a business that needs this kind of help, who do you even call? Where do you go to find the right guide for your specific journey? Well, the ecosystem is pretty diverse. You've got government bodies like BIDA, which are great for promoting investment. You've got major trade organizations like the FBCCI for policy and networking. And then you have private firms like t&ib, which are source highlights that really focus on that hands-on, get-it-done kind of support. Each one plays a unique and vital role. And at the end of the day, the goal isn't just to be another consultant. It's to become what the source calls a trusted strategic partner. This quote from a client says it all. It's about turning that strategic advice into real, tangible business results.
And so we're left with this final thought. As global markets get more and more connected and more complex, maybe the real competitive advantage isn't just what you sell or how much you sell it for. Maybe, just maybe, it's about the quality of the guidance you get along the way.